Okay, Boxing Fanatics, Alex Murphy, thank you for giving me your time. Once again, always good to chat to you. And big congratulations on another massive opportunity. Fighting on the undercard of Lyndon Arthur's world title fight on Wasserman Boxing, live on Channel 5 on Friday the 1st of September. Yeah, just tell me how excited you are to basically get like another massive opportunity. This will be your second time fighting on quite a big show. So yeah, how excited are you for the event?
Yeah, no, I'm really pleased to be on it. Obviously, it's a good stepping stone for my career, a big platform for me to fight on. These are the platforms that I want to be on. These are the platforms that I deserve to be on. So yeah, I'm happy that it's come about. I'm glad Wasserman, are having me back on. Good exposure for me. Obviously still early in my career, still young, so I've um, I've got a big hill to climb, in the boxing world. So these platforms, getting on these platforms already will just help me get to where I want to be in the sport. So it's good. I'm really happy about it.
100%, 100%. Yeah, 100%. And obviously this is the second time. So this time round, do you feel less pressure? I mean, obviously, I can imagine maybe the first time when you're on like a big show, it's normal to feel a lot of pressure. This time, do you feel as much pressure, or you kind of been there, done that now, so you feel less pressure this time round, or is it just like purely business?
Um, no, I mean I wouldn't say less pressure. There's still the same amount of pressure on me. Obviously, like you say, it's a big platform, so I know I've got to perform. I think the only positives of me boxing on this platform before is that I'm probably going to be a bit more comfortable with it. The bigger stage, bigger lights, all the camera crew, and the other boxers in the changing rooms. So I've done that once before now, so I know what it's like. Obviously, the day before weigh-in, the face-offs, it, it's a it's a lot sort of it's a bigger step up compared to the small hall shows. Everything's a little bit more professional, but I like that. I love it. It's like I keep saying, like, this is where I belong on these shows, and like this sort of pressure is what I thrive on as well. So um, yeah, no, it might be a bit more comfortable, yeah, because I'm not sort of going into the unknown. I do know what to expect this time round, but I think the pressure's still the same. I know I've got to perform. I've done it once already. Doesn't mean that I'm going to do it again. That's all down to me. So, yeah, there's still a lot of pressure on me, but I like that as well. I like having the pressure on me. It makes me switch on and perform well.
Yeah, I guess it probably gives you a bit more adrenaline, doesn't it? When you're on a big show, and yeah, it was like another massive opportunity. You're 8-0. You're hoping to go 9-0. So building that undefeated record up nicely. Is there any news on who your opponent's going to be on the
Um,
night?
Yeah, so I'm boxing a lad called Joshua Ocampo. And this is the first time actually I've had I found that out a good few weeks ago, so I've probably had 5 weeks now to prepare for this guy. And this is the first time in my career where me and my team, me and my coaches have had somebody to actually, prep for. So it's been mint. I've not watched too much of him just yet. I tend to do that the last week or two of the camp, which is what we're getting close to now. And so I start, watching him a little bit more. But obviously, um, we've done a little bit of homework. We've had a little watch, just to sort of implement the training, to see what to work on and whatnot. But yeah, no, he looks good. It looks a bit smaller than me, so again, it gives us chances to come up with tactics, game plans, and just talk about how we're going to approach the fight, really. But it's good that I've got an opponent, and he's definitely going to be coming to fight. So it should be a good fight on the 1st of September.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. On paper, would you say this is the best opponent? Obviously, you're not going in the ring with him yet, but on paper, is this probably the best opponent so far in your career?
Yeah, I'd probably say so. I mean, this guy's had 8 wins and knocked 6 of them out. So, he's someone not to underestimate, definitely. However, like in my third fight, I boxed a lad Christian Narvaez. He had won, I think he had won 16, something like that. Might even be more. So, I've beat guys who have won more fights than him. So, I know I'm capable of going in there and getting the job done. But yeah, probably on paper, he is probably the best one so far. So it's a good step up in opponents for me, and this is what I want. This is what I need now in my career.
100%. Yeah, it's only right for your development and your seasoning as a professional, definitely. So obviously you touched on preparation. It has been a couple months since you last fought Liam Fox. In that kind of in between period, did you have like a bit of time to work on specific things in the gym? Before you found out about this opponent.
Yeah, so I've had plenty of time to be working on the stuff that I need to work on. Sorry, mate, the dogs are going mad a little bit. I've had plenty of time to work on the stuff that I need to work on. We've been doing a lot of work on defense, a lot of head movement, working on stuff like punching off the line, all sorts, basically just to improve the game. And we've took some of that in. We'll be taking some of that into this fight as well. So yeah, I'm hoping, mate. Everything that we've worked on will come together. It's all slotted in quite well. Like I say, before we found this opponent, the stuff we was working on can sort of be implemented into the game plan for this guy who I'm fighting. And obviously, we've added a couple of bits and took out. Let me just let these.
Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good. And I remember when I spoke to you last time, we talked about wanting to get a knockout on your record. Is that in the back of your mind going into this fight, or is it just strictly get the win, or do you have it in the back of your head like, oh, it would be nice to get
Yeah,
a knockout finally, or
mate. Yeah, mate. I always have it in the back of my head. It would be good. And it's something that I can see is on the horizon. Definitely, like I know I'm getting stronger. I'm getting more explosive. My timing's improving. As the fights and the sparring goes on. So, it's something that's definitely going to be coming. I'm not focused on it too much in this fight. It's only a 4 rounder, so that the focus will be to just get the win. Obviously, if I see I can get him out of there, then I'll be going for it. But yeah, the main focus is just to get another win and keep building that record.
Yeah. Just for any aspiring boxers watching, like with your training team, if you're trying to get more knockouts, like obviously there's a lot that goes into knocking people out and dropping people and stuff. But is there more of a focus on, for example, strength and conditioning, or is it more of a focus on kind of throwing better quality punches? Like when it comes to trying to, I guess, develop knockout power, what do you and your team kind of focus on?
I mean, it's a bit of both really. Like, strength conditioning is extremely important. That's where you're gonna obviously build your strength and your power and whatnot. But you can be the strongest man in the world. You can be dead explosive, but if you don't have the timing, when it comes to landing the right punch at the right time, then you're not gonna knock anyone out. And I just think, for myself, it's more of I've got the time in there. I can land the right punches, but I just at this stage of my career, I think because I'm young and I've never sort of been a strong, powerful puncher. It's just something that's not happened for me. I've definitely landed some good shots in the fights, especially some good body shots, and they've took it well because I've not got the sort of power as some other boxers may carry. So for me personally, it's more about the strength and conditioning, which when I'm in camp, I go strength conditioning twice a week. Even when I'm out of camp, I go once a week, and I've been doing that now for the past year and a half. And like I say, it's been working. I can sense a knockout's on the horizon. I am getting stronger and more powerful. But a lot of it as well is genetics as well, isn't it? Some people have it, some people don't. You get some boxers who just are, one punch knockout artists, and they carry that power that other boxers don't. But some boxers have that, and I don't. But at the same time, there's a lot of boxers who can't box as well as me either. So it swings and roundabouts. I've just got to work with what I'm good at, which is my boxing ability, and I'm in a pretty good position because I'm still young, so the power's going to come over time. I'd rather have good boxing skills and not a lot of power compared to a lot of power and struggle with the boxing. So I'm in a good position, I'd say, and like I say, hopefully, mate, whether it's this fight or the other fights to come, I think I'm confident to get the knockout soon and the stoppages. But yeah, no, my advice would be just to focus on both really. Focus on the strength conditioning. It plays a big part. But as well, it's all about your timing and your technique.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I think you made a good point. You'd rather have, the fundamentals than just, be able to hit hard because, like you said, that could definitely come with time as you get stronger, etc. So we're now in August, late August. If all goes well, you'll be 9-0 by the end of next week.
Yeah.
What would be the ideal scenario for you at the end of the year? How many times? Well, obviously, I know you're focusing on this fight first, but how many more times do you want to be out this year? Is it is 10-0 the kind of would you kind of call it a year if you reach 10-0, or would you want to keep pushing on or?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think obviously I've got this one in September. I think there's a fight on the horizon for November time. Get to the 10, get to 10-0, enjoy my Christmas sort of thing, and then back out in New Year. That'd be the plan. Obviously between all that, if I got a big fight again on another TV show, I'm not one to turn it down. So at the moment, the thoughts are to get another fight after this in November, get to the 10. But if something else comes about, then yeah, could end up on 11 maybe. I don't know, but that's a plan. 10-0, and we'll see then what next year brings. It puts me in a good position that for the start of the year.
Yeah, yeah, that would be ideal. Definitely going into 2024, 10-0, that'd be perfect. Alex, I just want to get your opinion on a fight that's happening literally a day after your fight. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Liam Smith. Obviously, in the first fight was quite a shock. I mean, I don't think many people expected Liam Smith to stop Chris Eubank Jr. in I think the fourth round. How do you see the rematch going? Who do you fancy in the rematch, and how do you kind of see it playing out?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it will be Smith again. Um, and I think he's every chance now of stopping him again because he knows he can do it. But I don't think it will be as early as what we've seen last time. Like you just said then, everyone was shocked. I was very shocked. And I think it's mainly because we've never really seen Eubank hurt, had we, before that.
Yeah,
So we thought he had this, granite chin, and he just got buzzed with a shot, and that's all she wrote, sort of thing. But so now we know, he can be hurt with a shot.
yeah,
Um, well, it's how Smith takes that, I suppose, isn't it? Because if he just goes in there, wild, trying to get him out of there again straight away, could be a downfall, or it could work. I just feel like probably Liam Smith is that little bit better than Eubank. Um, and yeah, I'd imagine it'd be a Liam Smith win again. But I don't want to call it because I got it wrong, completely wrong last time. Along with everyone else.
yeah, yeah.
No one expected the Liam Smith stoppage early on, so it's another good fight to watch, and I'm interested to see how it pans out.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. In your opinion, is this last chance saloon for Eubank Jr.? Do you think if he loses to Liam Smith, he should call it, or do you reckon he can maybe try reinvent himself at like 168? A lot of people saying he was tight at the weight and stuff.
Yeah,
It's had quite a long career, Eubank Jr. So what do you think? Do you reckon he needs to hang
yeah, he has had on great. I'm not really one for saying fighters should call it a day. I don't think they should. I mean, just because they've lost a few, I don't think it's right to say right now they should be hanging up the gloves. You say he can reinvent himself and go down different paths. I just do feel like he struggles every time he gets to that world level, doesn't he? So yeah, it's hard to see the solution for him, to be honest. But I I don't really. You can't deny that he's not a good talented boxer. He is, but
up?
I don't really enjoy watching him either. At the same time, I don't like his style. I was buzzing when Liam Smith knocked him out. I don't like his arrogance, and so personally, mate, if he gets beat again, which I do hope he does, hope Liam Smith wins. If he gets beat again, it wouldn't bother me, mate, if he retired. So yeah, I don't know, but like I say, I'm not one for to jump on and say that he's done now. A lot of people obviously did that with AJ, when he lost to Ruiz, and then he lost twice to Usyk, and everyone said, nah, he's done now, he's done. I don't believe he is. I think he's just got to go down different pathways and just find another route of getting there, sort of thing.
Yeah, 100%, fair points. Okay, Alex, thanks a lot once again. And yeah, good luck for your fight next Friday, isn't it?
Not next Friday, the Friday after, the
The
first of
following Friday,
September.
yeah, the first. Yeah. Okay, so good luck for that fight, and yeah, I hope it goes well. And yeah, we'll catch up another time.
Yeah, thanks a lot, mate. Appreciate
All
that.
right.